Anything we gonna do?
If you want me to throw it, baby, it'd be grand, honey. If you want me to throw this try, I'ma throw this in a circle.
From the men, we're hearing from the men. What would they say your most annoying feature is? Okay, Quad and King.
I'm going right and right.
Sleeping. She just falls asleep.
We can do a sleep study.
Man, you put that ass to sleep.
That's what I'm talking about.
He put her out.
Falling asleep. You putting her to sleep.
He put her out.
This is like a volcano. Before it erupts big, you get this little bit of smoke coming out of it.
It's overflowing already.
No,
It's just overflowing.
no. But before it erupts, a little bit of smoke starts coming out.
It didn't say perfect.
And then it'll be something stupid. You laughing.
I didn't dose my bourbon properly.
Well, let me say something. I don't think there should be anyone who doesn't fight for their marriage. I mean, if you don't respect the institution of marriage. So I'll fall for my marriage, but that's
7 too many at this point.
7.
And so I think she is the perfect fit for my ex-husband. And I'm supporting this marriage all the way.
Well, we don't care what you think. I mean, I'm not trying to go there.
But you just
can support me.
But you just did.
But you don't help people. You got a big mouth. I hope you're happy. I want you to be happy. Good, good.
But that's the narcissist that's being revealed. Okay, so he's uncomfortable. I'm glamorous. You are what you want to be.
Happy birthday.
I'm what you want to be.
Babe, babe,
I'm
babe, be good, be good, be good, be good.
You stay good.
She's good. We're good.
The volume is real loud over there. My man would never speak to me like that.
Don't
An
talk to her.
explosive backstage argument rocks the Married to Medicine cast in Savage reunion trailer. Find out who continued the drama backstage and get all the other details from the Married to Medicine Season 11 reunion. Someone call a doctor because the explosive Married to Medicine Season 11 reunion trailer is here, and it's sure to have you flatlining sitting down to rehash all of the season's highs and lows where cast members Toya Bush-Harris, Dr. Heavenly Kimes, Lateasha, Sweet Tea Lunceford, Dr. Jacqueline Walters, Quad Webb, and Dr. Simone Whitmore. Also joining host Andy Cohen on the couch were friends Dr. Contessa Metcalfe and Dr. Mimi Sanders. To kick off the Season 11 reunion trailer, Heavenly explains that her strategy is simply to tell the truth, but as all the ladies soon find out, sometimes the truth hurts. Simone was the first to hurl an insult, telling Quad, "You have been giving us your ass to kiss for years." Here's what you may have missed on Bravo. Lateasha, Sweet Tea, Lunceford, and Dr. Gregory get caught in heated hot mic moment. Phaedra Parks shuts down a producer's question about Chike. "I'm not gonna answer that." Quad Webb and BF King reveal the gift that caught him totally off guard. EXCLO USIV. Turning her sights to Toya, Sweet Tea contends, "You said we shared the same dick," to which Toya replies, "You did." In a more lighthearted moment, though, Quad sheepishly admits, "I did," which elicits hilarious reactions from Simone and Heavenly. How Phaedra Parks was included in the Married to Medicine Season 11 reunion. Although Phaedra Parks was not on the couches with the rest of the ladies, she still appears in a different capacity. In the clip above, Andy questions Simone, impersonating Phaedra Parks by holding up an image of her face on if she is still seeing Chike. Her answer? "Child, I can't tell you. If I tell you, I might as well put it on social media," Simone says in her best Phaedra impression. "Savage," Andy responds. Simone and Quad have intense fight at the Married to Medicine reunion. But not all the drama went down in front of Andy. Backstage, Simone again tells Quad she gave them her ass to kiss, but this time they start shouting at each other. After Contessa and Sweet Tea separate them, it appears Simone is pulled from the room and Quad yells, "Get the F out of here." Back on the reunion stage, Andy notes his understanding that something happened, prompting Simone's husband, Simone Whitmore, to say, "Ladies, 11 seasons in, and you still don't know how to act. You know what?" "I agree," Andy replies, eliciting laughter from the group. What to expect on the Married to Medicine Season 11 reunion? Ahead of the taping, several cast members spilled the tea about what you can expect from the Married to Medicine reunion in a chat with the Daily Dish. Just come in with the truth. It's easy to tell the truth. I don't have to remembers. I just answer the questions and tell the truth. That's all. Heavenly shared in a November 2024 interview. I think that everybody has some explaining to do. I really do. I think that people need to sit down and just tell the truth and be truthful, so it's not a problem. Quad, for her part, echoed that sentiment the following month. I know exactly what transpired, she said. My memory is the memory of an elephant, so I never forget anything, and I speak authentically. I don't refer to what someone else is saying. I don't do that. I just present the information, and that's how I've always been. I've been like that since the conception of the show back in 2013. Meanwhile, Sweet Tea said she focused on bringing authenticity to the reunion. I think there's a lot of things, a lot of drama this season, she teased. So it's a lot of things that we have to unpack. How can I watch the Married to Medicine Season 11 reunion? The Married to Medicine Season 11 reunion kicks off on Sunday, March 23 at 9/8C. You can also stream the reunion, along with all previous episodes and seasons, on Peacock the following day. As you await more reunion drama to unfold, find out exactly what inspired the ladies' glam reunion looks. Married to Medicine's Dr. Heavenly is right, Sweet Tea married a chauvinist. The latest episode of Married to Medicine was an explosive continuation of the disjointed couples trip organized by Dr. Simone and Cecil Whitmore. At the core of the explosive weekend was a blow-up between Quad Webb and her new boo king, is her ex-husband, Greg Lunceford, and his new wife, Lateasha, aka Sweet Tea. The getaway proved once and for all that bringing exes around new relationships is a recipe for violence, no matter who the couple is or how long the separation has been. Quad and King in the same environment as her ex-husband and his new wife was a horrible misjudgment by Simone and the rest of the ladies. Also, Dr. Heavenly's bright idea to invite Phaedra Park's ex-husband, Apollo Nida, and his new wife, Sharian Olmufti, on. Dr. Heavenly's bad judgment call with Apollo and Phaedra proved to be the nail in the coffin for Phaedra's relationship with the Married to Medicine cast. Phaedra left the trip early and was adamant about not pursuing a friendship with the ladies moving forward. There were even more severe consequences for Greg and Sweet Tea versus Quad and King. The verbal altercation escalated to a physical confrontation between the men. After the dust settled, Greg filed a police report against King, but placed the blame for his actions squarely on his wife's shoulders. And Dr. Heavenly's past analysis of Dr. Greg proved to be right. Bringing Dr. G and his new wife on Married to Medicine was a huge gamble. The reality of bringing Quad's ex-husband back on Married to Medicine last season after the two suffered an extremely messy divorce with equal opportunity mudslinging and accusations of infidelity on both sides. Quad and Greg's divorce was the first marriage to fall apart on the series. The season leading up to the breakup showed Greg's frustration with Quad's focus on her career as opposed to being a more domestic housewife. Quad was irritated with Greg's dismissive energy towards her priorities. Greg wanted a family and Quad was focused on her career and being a dog mom to her adorable Yorkie pups. Ultimately, the two split and Quad continued on with the cast until Greg returned with his much younger wife. Because Dr. Heavenly brought Sweet Tea to the M2M party, she was her introduction to the rest of the cast. She asked Sweet Tea about her relationship, even warning her about Quad's former issues with the handsome psychiatrist. Sweet Tea initially confided in Dr. Heavenly about her fears about her husband not taking her wants and desires seriously. Instead of giving Sweet Tea constructive criticism and pointers on how to successfully navigate Greg's dominance, Dr. Heavenly labeled him a chauvinist and suggested Sweet Tea may need to rethink their upcoming nuptials. When Dr. Heavenly voiced concern about Sweet Tea's choice to marry Greg, the younger woman immediately relegated her to foe instead of friend. She attempted to resign Dr. Heavenly's invitation to their wedding, but intent on getting all her allotted screen time, Heavenly showed up in spite of being uninvited. All Sweet Tea's reservations about her husband were replaced with the need to defend him and her choice to become a reality television wife to an acting physician. The May-December couple fought off the haters by getting married and presenting a united front against Dr. Heavenly and the other skeptical cast members, and most of all, Greg's ex-wife Quad. Sweet Tea held her own when ridiculed about her wardrobe, and numerous people suggested she couldn't hold a candle to Quad's sophistication and style. Unfortunately, the issues Dr. Heavenly attempted to warn Sweet Tea about were not gone, they were just buried under the urgent desire to prove everyone wrong. The aftermath of Dr. Simone and Cecil's couple's trip awakened the sleeping chauvinist within Greg and proved that Dr. Heavenly's warning, although untimely and possibly from a messy place, was still spot on. Even more concerning than his chauvinistic ways, Greg's anger towards Quad let everyone in Key West know that he hadn't healed from the pain of their divorce and could be harboring feelings for his ex-wife. The blow-up between the men was expected, as was Dr. Greg's behavior towards Sweet Tea. Dr. Greg wasn't alone in his emotional meltdown. Quad drank way too much at dinner and seemed preoccupied with showing Greg what he was missing out on. She flaunted her new boyfriend King in his face and even poked fun at Greg and Sweet Tea's lackluster sex life. Quad bragged that her sex life with her new boo King was in excess of 15 times per week. Dr. Greg became irritated with Quad's petty poking and told her to shut up. Being the new guy on the block, King immediately sprang into action, defending his queen. To Dr. Greg's chagrin, a brawl ensued between the men, ending the camaraderie of the group on the couple's trip. When Dr. Greg and Sweet Tea got home, she attempted to calm his nerves as they discussed the incident. Instead of listening to his wife, Dr. Greg blamed her for the incident and accused her of being naive. Dr. Greg turning his anger on his wife and blaming her for the fight was unexpected, especially since initially he took responsibility for placing her in harm's way with the ladies in the cast. His mood swing was so extreme, Sweet Tea seemed shocked that he was being disrespectful to her on camera. When he walked out on her, she attempted to follow him, hoping to find a resolution to their argument. Instead of accepting